Hey everybody, thank you so much for visiting my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how you can improve your credit. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell next to it. This way you're notified whenever I make a new post. Step 1 is to request your credit report. In order to know exactly where you are and where you want to go, you have to have your credit report in hand. It doesn't matter if you decide to pay for it or if it's free, you just want it in your hand. Write down all of your income, and this could be your 9-to-5 job, your side hustle, your Mary Kay or Amway sales, anything along that nature, anything that brings you money in. You want to have a clear idea of what that is on a consistent basis every month. In addition to that, you want to write down all of your bills that you have every month. So your car note, your current rent or mortgage, your grocery bill, gas, lights, water, anything of that sort. You want to write those things down as well so you know exactly what's going out every month. Once you have your credit report in hand, go ahead and make a few copies. I like to keep the original away in a file labeled so that way I can find it if I need it, but it's not the original that's going to get messed up, get coffee spilled on it. I don't have to worry about if I want to write notes next to things. What you'll want to do with one of your copies, take that copy. If you called a creditor to find out about a bill or to challenge an error or to even pay it off, you want to make notes of who you spoke to, the time and date that you spoke to them preferably, and what the result of that call was. If you send them a letter, you also want to write that down too. It's a good idea to keep all of this information in a folder somewhere so you can find it later on if it's necessary. When you owe a debt, a company can sell this debt to another company and let them collect on it. This isn't quite the same thing as a collection agency so much as it is just a secondary type of business. A collection agency generally is a company who's collecting on behalf of the original creditor. While some agencies are like that, there are others who will actually buy the debt from a creditor and then collect on it. Their fees are usually higher, the interest is a little bit higher. They usually will come up with a way for you to pay them back slowly, but if you don't, then the fees are a lot higher. Reach out to the creditors and make any arrangements that you can to get things paid off and satisfied so your credit report will start to look a little neater and with less pages. Stay on top of all of your current bills. Anything that you have coming in on a monthly, bi-weekly, whatever that basis might be, go ahead and pay those things on time to reduce any risk of having to pay late fees or additional interest. Any small debts that you have on your credit report, you want to go ahead and take care of those as well, especially if you can handle them with a small payment or sacrifice of not going to that Italian restaurant that you've been thinking about going to. Catch up on any late payments. So if you have your mortgage and it's been paid and it's paid right now on time, but maybe you have a couple late fees, or maybe you're just a month behind, but right now you're doing very well at being a month behind, go ahead and try to catch up on that month payment that you missed. It's also a good idea to keep a good working relationship with your current banking institution. So this means avoiding any overdraft fees. If you have a minimum balance of your account, of your checking account that needs to be $25, be sure to put in your mind that $25 equals actually zero. So when you have $25 in your account, that means you have no money. Another thing that you can do to make sure that money stays in your account is to use the ×3 rule. This means anytime you decide you want to try and purchase an item or do an activity, if that activity or item cost say $20 and you have $40 in your account, if you can't buy it 3 times, don't buy it at all. This excludes your house payment, obviously, and your car note, because those things you just can't help. But if it's like a t-shirt or some coffee or lunch with your girls, or going to the gun range with your friends, no, don't do it. For any items that you decide to budget out, I always tell people to separate their budget in ways that makes it easier for them. One of the ways that I've heard that's very popular that I have done in the past myself that worked for me is to put any monies that you're going to know that you're going to spend on a regular basis in an envelope and actually keep that amount cash. So say your fund budget is $200. You have $200 to spend for the month to do whatever you want to when it's related to fun. Once that $200 is gone, that is it. No more fun for the month. Now, conversely, if you have money left over in that envelope, you can either put it towards next month's fund budget, or what I would recommend is to take that money and use it to put towards a debt. I will tell you, once your credit report starts getting cleaned up and you start paying your debts on time, you will start to get letters from all types of people offering you credit cards and line of credits and, free this and you're pre-approved for that. Ignore them. Tear them up. Get rid of them. It's not quite time to do anything to your credit report or to add any additional lines of credit. Give it just a little bit longer and keep going. If you paid for one in the past, hopefully now you'll be eligible for a free report. And if you got one free before and are eligible for a free report, go ahead and pay for it. It's well worth the investment to yourself and for your finances to know exactly how you've grown over the last few months. You've educated yourself on how to better manage your money. You've gotten really good at this, and now it's time for you to purchase that home. Reach out to a real estate agent and see where you are now, or request a new credit report. Once you've gotten your credit report back and you've reviewed it again and you've seen the numbers and the numbers look where you think they need to be in order to purchase the house, reach out to your real estate agent, reach out to your local lender. They can help you with the next step. I hope you found this video very helpful, or you begin to have the credit score that you've always wanted.